and then we'll pop the rooftop tent up before a whole load of snow lands on it and I can't lift it. Sit rep. They are closing the highway, so that is the snow plow now blocking me in. Yep, and they're leaving me. Here they go. I'm all alone and blocked in. Okay, big problem, big problem. The roof just wanted to come down. I've got to get out there. I don't know what's going on out there. It must be heavy, heavy snow. Wow, I really am stranded, cut off. No two ways about it. There's not a single track on the road. Nothing. Welcome back, everybody, to another camping with Tony from AlaskaCamping. We're off on an adventure, but first of all, it's been snowing all night. I've got to go out, clear a path around to the front of the truck. I've got to lower the tent that I'm in, the rooftop tent, get everything shipped away, packed away and put in the truck. So let's go outside and assess the damage. I think it's been snowing quite a bit. Oh yeah. Holy moly. Okay. Right. This'll be interesting. That's quite deep. So it's fallen about a foot overnight. So I just need to create a path, get around to the truck and then pack everything away. Excuse the arse shot. Woo. Well, let's start the truck up. Right, we're going to let that do its thing, heat everything up in there, and then in the meantime I'll bring stuff in the truck that I need from the back. My coat, big gloves, stuff like that. Got a bit of a long drive today and we're going over a notorious piece of road called the Thompson Pass. Very dangerous road. Hopefully it's open. Right, I'm going to chuck everything in and then we'll close the rest of the back up. Okay, everything packed away, squared away. I've got to drive through all of this. Look how thick it is. It's over a foot thick because it's been snowing consistently all night. This shouldn't be a problem. That will pop back up once all the snow comes off. I can't really dig a hole all the way around to the side to clear the right side. It'll all just fall off as I drive. I think the most important thing is we get out onto the road, which is all the way over there. There's the sea. It's so quiet. And if you're wondering where I am, I'm in Valdez, Alaska. And it's mid-January, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning. We need to go and get a cup of coffee. I've had one, but I need to go to the garage, top up the fuel, because I've been using it for the heating. So I'm going to let the car heat up and then we'll head off. Okay, that's my view out the front, as you can see. Let's see if we can get out of here. I'll clear the truck more when I get out up onto the road. Wow, I'm creating a bit of a slow plow behind me. We're getting out of here. Come on. Okay. I'm in snow mode, four-wheel drive mode. Here we go. I need to get out of here just to be able to clear the front of the truck because I can't see where I'm going. And I need to do that up here. Okay. Let me give myself a bit of a path here. just to walk around. Right, I'm going to go out, clear the front, and then we'll head off. Right, I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. Let's go get a coffee. Okay. Oh, that's better. Now I can actually see something. Right, coffee. Ah, it's really coming down. I know it's going to get a lot worse. So, I'm in a Toyota Tundra, lifted, huge suspension, 35-inch wheels, with my rig on the back, so it's very, very heavy. It's on studded snow tires, all the bells and whistles to hopefully get me out of anything. I've got rescue boards on top as well, just in case. But we're going to go up to Thompson Pass now. Is that coffee place open? It is. Let me just do a U-turn here and get a coffee. Oh no, I won't. I'll get one. I can go around this way. Okay. I'm confused. Yeah, so we're going up to Thompson Pass and then we're going to camp the night. But I'm just going to get this coffee and then we'll head off. All right, and we're off. Got my coffee. We're off to Thompson Pass. Bumpy, tyres are a bit frozen, they need to warm up a bit. Because I've been sitting still all night, all day yesterday as well. They sort of get really, really cold. And they just deform a little bit. So it takes a few kilometers to get them back to normal. Woo! What a morning! 8 a.m. Let's get out of here. So we've got about an hour and a bit to the glacier where I'm going. So I'll bring you back then. We've got about 20 miles to go. I just passed someone who spun off the road into the snowbank. He was in a Subaru Outback. Just obviously fishtailed on him. He was digging himself out. I asked if he needed a tow out, and he's like, "No, I'm all good, thanks, no worries." And someone else just pulled up and stopped as well. So he said, "No, don't need any help, I'm fine." So I'm still, yeah, 20 miles. It's visibility, as you can tell, is not too bad, but if you go main beam, that's when you just can't see anything. And the snow is going to get much heavier today, apparently, up here in the pass. So all I'm focusing on is just getting there and setting up camp. I'm either going to camp in the truck tonight, or I'm going to snow camp and walk towards the glacier with my tent and everything else and go and camp in the snow, to a wild camp. Either one, we'll work that out later. Right now, just got to get there. Right, we're coming up to the top of the pass. Conditions up here, it's like 50-mile-an-hour winds. It's pretty bad. But that was the warning. The warning said that the winds would be pretty horrendous up here. This is going to get dumped on today. But because of the wind, it's the drifts that are the problem. So they've got to keep plowing this section of road, which I think they've been doing quite well. They just go 24 hours a day, they're working on this. So as you can tell from the camera, we're getting a little bit of daylight now, a little bit. It's 8:40 in the morning. Ah, these winds. Okay, so we've got just about 6 miles to where we're going. Okay, here we are. And it looks pretty clear. I don't know how deep this snow is. I'm going to put it into 4-wheel drive and let's have a look. I need to look out the window just to see how deep it is. Looks okay. Looks like they've been coming in here and clearing it. That's not deep at all. So I think the plows have been coming in here and clearing it, which is good for me, because this is where I want to park up, and up ahead is where the glacier is. All right, I think we're going to be good. I want to park into the wind. Like here would be ideal. No one else is coming in here, I don't think. There's another spot down there, but that's where the snowplow will go if it comes in to clear stuff out. I've given it room to turn, the snowplow, if he wants to come in here. I've given him plenty of room. As long as he has room to turn that snowplow around, then it's all good. Okay, I think we're good. Excellent, right. We're at our destination at 10 to 9 in the morning. Got loads of fuel. All is good. Worthington Glacier. All right, I need to go out. I've probably got to climb up and try and get that snow off the rooftop tent, because that's not going to clear all by itself. I'm not looking forward to that. All right, here we go. Let's go and assess situation, clear the roof. I'm going to leave the engine running while I do this. Whoa! Okay. Let's see. I think the snow would have blown away by now, because we've had 50-mile-an-hour winds we drove through. So I think we're good. One of my lights has stopped working on the truck. Ah, loose connection. Okay. I think there's a loose connection there. Right, everything else seems fine. Look, they've plowed it, so it's perfect. Excellent. Right, I need to clean the back of the truck up, and then we'll pop the rooftop tent up before a whole load of snow lands on it and I can't lift it. Oh man, that's heavy. I need more leverage. Great success! Ah. Check it out, all set up. Now we're going to get quite an accumulation of snow on the top there, but that's fine. My Starlink heating is on because there's no mobile phone signal up here, so you're totally reliant on Starlink. But I've got to finish clearing out the rest of these arches and get it all ship shape. But man, it's howling. Right, I'm going to get all settled in and I'll bring you in. Okay, I'm pretty much there. Woo! So, situation is, I need to leave the engine running just a little bit longer, just to charge the batteries up to full. We're at 89% now. Yeah, it's all good. It's early, very early. (9 a.m) So I've got some editing to do. I've got to upload the other video, the first video. So literally I've just got all morning to just chill out, and then I'll make a decision by this afternoon as to what I'm going to do, whether I'm going to snow camp in the tent or stay in the van and camp in here instead and go for a wander and have a look at this glacier. But I'll make that decision later. Right now I'm going to sit in here in the warm, finish my coffee, do some editing, and then we'll look at getting some food. Right, we're going to go and walk to the glacier and have a look at it. It's quite late. I'm going to run out of daylight quite quickly. I've been editing. I'm going to have to put snowshoes on. I've got no choice, because I know just how deep this is going to be. It's deep everywhere else, so it'll be deep here. I hate walking in snowshoes, and I've not used these ones before, so I don't know how good these are going to be. We angle down so you can see them. Pretty enormous. He said, so it's still a bit light now. I've got a headlamp with me just in case. I've got my emergency EPIRB here as well. It's on, it's already tracked. Yeah, okay. Right. I think we're good to go. Okay, let's head off. Obviously I don't need them right here, because this is only a few centimeters. But I can assure you it's easier walking in these than not. You just glide over the top. See? Like skiing. Just makes it so much easier. I don't know how far the glacier is. I've moved the truck around as well. A couple of times I've had to turn it round because of gusting wind. Wow, this light is so flat. Look, I can't see anything. I can't make anything out in the ground. Whoa! Even a foot in front of me, I can barely see what the snow is doing. And that's why there's a snowbank there. So look how much I'm sinking, even with these massive snowshoes on. Imagine if I didn't have them on though. I'd be in a world of trouble trying to get up here. There's just no way. This is probably half a meter. Yeah, this is probably 2 feet, 3 feet thick, deep. I'm assuming that's the lake just there. So I left it a bit late to come and do a tent camp. So we're gonna do truck camp tonight. It's a good location, it's quiet, there's nothing on the road. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Feels like the right place to be. I've got a good feeling about it. Wow. So yeah, snowshoes. Don't even attempt to do this sort of thing without them. Cross-country skis, snowshoes, it'll just save you. You just can't do it otherwise. So what I'm looking for is a place to set up camp tomorrow. As close to the lake as possible. Woo. The temperature is 32, so it's just at freezing, but the wind chill is quite brutal, especially on my hands. I've got merino mitts on, merino fingerless gloves I mean, because it's not far where I've got to go. For the trail I'm leaving, I don't even know if you can make it out, the light's so flat. They're working really well. Oh, I'm glad I've got these ones. I can't remember the brand. Maybe I'll try and remember when I'm editing the video. Put it in the description. They're very good. And they're big. Very big. To take my weight. You don't want those little small MSR things in snow like this. You'll just sink straight down. And this is hard enough. Okay. So it's summer, you would just drive right up here. There's parking. But yeah, obviously it's closed. Nothing can get up here except snowmobile. Right, bring you back when we're there. Oh, I can see some buildings. Okay. There are some structures over there. Right, let's get over there. Weather's getting worse. It's about now, it said that majority of the storm is going to kick off. That's why I didn't bring the tent up. I thought I'd let this major one pass tonight in the truck and then deal with it tomorrow, because I've got to find a place to camp anyway. Lots of structures. Okay. Okay, that must be the glacier right ahead, up there. So, part of it I can see is over there, and it tracks across. Cool. Well, I can tell you one thing's for sure. I won't be having a fire. These trees are all alive. They just haven't got leaves on because it's winter. But there's nothing here to burn. So, Got some structures, got some toilets, got a shelter, like a storm shelter, and a cabin, which is an office, I'm assuming. It's all closed, obviously. Toilets are all locked. Not a single animal print up here. Nothing. I don't think moose are up here. Hey, this shelter is pretty cool. I could actually pitch my tent up. God, this is deep stuff. I could pitch up in here. That'd be cool. Bit of a windbreak. Oh, no, there are prints. Coyote? Or is that wolf? This is cool. Oh, it's lovely in here. Oh, it's just a map of everything. Explanation of where the glacier is. Stuff like that. Yeah, there are some old prints. Maybe wolf. Can't imagine there's coyotes up here. Doesn't look big enough to be wolf though. Yeah, it's got to be coyote. Okay. Whoa. Very difficult walking in these things in this deep, deep snow. Oh, much better when it's crusted up. It's actually a trail going up there. I don't know if it's an animal trail or not. Cool. Vast wilderness of Alaska. It's not bad. So tent-wise, holy moly, if I do pitch a tent up, I'm going to have to dig way down. And have that view. If the weather keeps coming from this direction tomorrow, that would be a really great windbreak. That wall, that retaining wall. Oh! Now, I've got to be careful because I don't know what I'm walking on here. It said something about a borehole. And there's some pipes and things coming up from the ground back there. So I'm a little bit wary about that. There's a trail going up there. But I don't know what that is. Someone's walked to that sign there from up there. Maybe cross-country skier, I don't know. And that's the glacier viewpoint down there. Okay, so I could come back tomorrow when I've got better light, do some research tonight, and work out where I'm going to camp. Where's the best spot? There might be some advice online. But I've done some research anyway, gone for a walk. Burnt off my small breakfast and lunch. You absolutely cannot do this without snowshoes. Not even remotely. This is easily 3 feet thick, 3 feet deep here. Wow. It is barren. All right, let's head back before it gets really dark. It's only 4:30, I think. 20 past 4 in the afternoon. And we're about to lose any light. No, I should have brought my goggles out as well. Well, tomorrow, goggles. Okay. Yeah, I can feel it coming in now. Let's get back into the warmth of the truck. Oh man, that's biting. Yeehaw! In case you're wondering what I'm wearing under here, it's just Alpha Direct top and a t-shirt, that's it. The Alpha Direct stuff is so warm and it wicks moisture away. It's better than wearing down when you're active. But then when you're static, you want a nice thick down coat, parka. All right, a couple of minutes, I think it's 5 minutes back. All right, we're back at the truck. I'm nicely wedged against this drift here. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Kind of hard work, but I've built a bit of a path now, packed it down, so it should be a bit easier tomorrow. Depends how much snow falls tonight. So definitely tomorrow we'll head out before lunch and we'll go and find a suitable spot, set up camp. There's not going to be a fire or anything, so I don't want to be there too long, just overnight. And we'll chill out in a tent and look at the view and have some food, some good food. Should be fun. Right now I need to go in and relax. In the new beast. Look at this thing. Performs so well. Wow, look at the size of this truck. Thing's massive. And he's flying. Holy moly. Oh, there's a car parked here. Whoa. They absolutely fly by. I don't know what this guy's doing. Shall I go and see if he's okay? I'll take my snowshoes off and go and see if he's all right. Okay, he was stuck. So I pushed, we cleared it and I pushed him out. Oh, and what a nice guy. He gave me a kangaroo pelt as a cushioned seat cover to sit in the van. Isn't that nice? Ah, well, what goes around comes around. Go and help people. I mean, he didn't have a tow hook, but I could have come back and got the Max Trax for him if it was really bad. But no, he turned off slightly to go to the toilet and got stuck. That's what happened to me in the van last time. Turned off, just got stuck and couldn't get back out. But I managed to get that out. Wow, I had to push with all my might, but we did it. Okay, look at this, I'm gonna sit on this, this is so sweet. Oh, it feels lovely as well. And kangaroo of all things. Right, oh, that wore me out. Right, back to the truck. Oh, I'm exhausted now. Home sweet home. Oh, man. Welcome back, everybody. All right, time for dinner. I did want to cook outside, but it's going off out there. I'm going to take you out and show you later because I do want to have a cigar tonight. And we'll go for a little wander, but it's storming out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to have hot dogs. Now, I don't want to fry the hot dogs and stink this place out because I don't want to open the vent while this huge storm is going on outside. So what I'm going to do is boil them. And yes, you can boil hot dogs. If you didn't know that you could boil hot dogs, then you're in for a surprise. So what I've got is some Applegate natural uncured beef hot dogs. The fridge keeps coming on, I don't know why. Right, so you've got to bring it to a simmer first. I need to get myself a proper bin in here. I'm a bit better organised. I've got the shelf down at the top here, just here. So I've got a lot of stuff up here. I've actually edited the first video and it's uploading now, and that's up there uploading. Right, there's nothing I can do about the noise of this thing. It just is what it is. It is noisy, but it's fast, and I like it. So we're going to bring that to the boil and simmer for 5 minutes. And there's no quick open on this. I'm sitting on my kangaroo skin that guy gave me. It's lovely. I looked on the back, it's proper legit. From Australia, kangaroo skin. Very nice of him. And I've done that. Pulled over. Got stuck. It's an absolute nightmare. I'm sure someone else would have eventually helped him out. But it is what it is. Always pay it forward, help people out. Especially doing this, camping and stuff, you know, it's pretty tricky. Now, you're on the big camera now. I don't know if there's any difference, if you can notice any difference. I'd be interested in your feedback to see if this is better footage, better sound than the other camera was. One thing I do need to just check, hang on. Right, I just needed to adjust the microphone. It was on full ambience. Now you should be picking me up much better, more direct. Might be a little bit louder of that, sorry, but now the microphone should be a little bit better. All right, where are we with these? Okay, so I think what we're going to do is, because I am starving, I really haven't had much to eat today at all. I think I'm going to do 3, because I've got 6 hot dogs there. They sell 6 hot dogs, but they sell 8 buns. You ever seen? Oh, and they're not cut. You ever seen that movie Falling Down with Michael Douglas? And he complains that the hot dog buns don't match the amount of hot dogs that you buy. He got really annoyed. Okay. So I'm having an issue with the fridge. I think I'm drawing too much power on the 12 volt at the moment, and the fridge is struggling to start up. It's getting a pump error, a compressor error. It did this last night. Actually, it did this at the exact same time last night as well, which is very odd. It's where the compressor tries to start up, but it seems to be when I'm running a lot of other electrical items directly off the 12 volt. So I think I've depleted the battery voltage by a certain amount, and it doesn't, and the fridge doesn't like that. The fridge requires a really high voltage. The solution is to start the engine. and then it works again. I haven't cut these right. I should have cut them from the top, like traditional, but it doesn't matter. All right, we're pretty much boiling here. So 3 hot dogs in. Put that to simmer. All right. And then we'll crack the door a bit here. We're all good. This shouldn't take long. 5 minutes. Hey Siri, set timer 5 minutes. I know that triggers a whole load of you. Sorry about that. All right, and then we'll need a fork to take it out. So, 5 minutes. Right, we're good to go. Hot dogs. Gosh, I haven't had a hot dog for such a long time. I'm really loving this MSR switch, I think it's called. It's very good. Very fast. And the fact that you can use anything you want, you can flip these legs out and have it as just a different sort of heater. It's so good. Yeah, I thoroughly recommend it. I've got the wind burner as well. I wouldn't use this, well, would I use it in the wind? Probably not. The wind burner is very good too. Right, jalapeno mustard. Oops. Get lashings of that on. And Heinz tomato ketchup. I'm so hungry. It's just comfort food, you know? Just sometimes feel like it. All right. Oh. Mmm. 3 delicious hot dogs, beef hot dogs with jalapeno mustard and Heinz tomato ketchup. Yum. Oh, can't wait. Bon appetit, everybody. Mmm. Mm. Oh man. Mm. Mm. Wow, that's so good. Imagine if you could eat like this all the time and not get fat. Mm. Well, I think I'm going to open the door so I can see what's going on out there. It should be blowing that way. Look at the snow, if it is snowing. Cheers, everybody. And eat the rest of my hot dogs. Right, before we venture outside, it's quite a bit later, by the way. I've just been relaxing. Before we venture outside for a cigar, I've got to have a hot chocolate because it is howling out there. It sounds like it is. And yeah, I think this needs a hot chocolate to get out there and do this. Alright, it sounds so bad out there. So, yep, we've got our York. I've got to find more of these. Peppermint Patty Candy Shop Cocoa Hershey's Chocolate. I don't know if that turns up in the camera. Just been exploring prices to get something like this set up in New Zealand. Because there's no point doing this on something like my Ford Ranger. It's not big enough. To get a US vehicle this size, and it has to be converted for right-hand drive to be legal in New Zealand, just that alone it's even a second-hand, say, Silverado 1500 that's like 2025, which is as early as you can get. It's like 150,000 New Zealand dollars, which is what, 100,000 US? More than 100,000 US? That's crazy. Can't do it. So yeah, we can't get these things. You can't get the Tundra at all. They don't do a right-hand drive conversion of the Toyota Tundra. It's only the Ford F-150, the Rams, the Dodge Rams, the 1500, 2500, and the Silverado 1500 and 2500. All of those are very, very expensive. I don't know how reliable they are. But to get something like this, they do offer this cab to go on a Ford Ranger, but it'd be so small. It would be so small. It would not be anywhere near as wide as this. I don't think it would anyway. And lengthways be much shorter. I mean, yeah, it would just all round be a smaller package. And then you got to think, well, what's the point? And anyway, the cost is ridiculous, crazy, and I don't make any money out of it, so that would be a silly expense. No, I've got my camper van, so for the price of my truck and all the modifications, and my camper van, my 1996 Isuzu Elf camper van, the cost of my truck and the modifications are cheaper, all of that combined, cheaper than this. So what's the point? There isn't one. This, for me, wouldn't be worth the price. Now, the company that obviously rents these out makes money from these, so they can justify it, but I can't justify it. It's not going to bring in any extra viewers. It just costs a lot of money. I won't be able to get it maintained. Lovely. I was just falling a bit in love with it, that was all. Because, I mean, it's just so convenient. Just jump in the back here. But I would make changes. For one, I would have windows, not metal panels on the outside. or I'd have them cut out and put windows in so I can see out. Yeah, I'd have blinds come down. I would also have insulation on a lot of it. The roof tent component, probably keep the same. It's great. I like this double flip. Again, that wouldn't work in a truck my size. It's not big enough. So very, very strong conversion as well, this tent. I mean, it's been taking a hammering out there, and so far it's been absolutely fine. Anyway, I'm not going to do it. So I've just been researching, that was all. It just got me thinking. But look at Buddy, my camper van. That's an incredible piece of kit. It's not as fast as this, not as powerful as this. You know what? It fits into more places than this does. This is so huge. And yet my internal space in that is just as good. So yeah. Is what it is. Right, I'm going to have this hot chocolate, and then we'll go out and have a cigar. I'm going to brave it. Because I'm mad. We'll have a wander around, see what's going on out there, see what the status is. I haven't had a look out for a while, so I don't know how much snow has fallen. But I know that the Starlink keeps heating up. Keeps putting its heater on. So, yeah, we'll see. Right, bring you back. Sit rep. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. So the Alaska Department of Transport just stopped by, and it's coming down out there. They are closing the highway. And policy is you can either go back with them to the DOT center, which is about 10 minutes back that way, and stay there, camp there, or camp where you are. And they have to put a berm, a small berm, just like a foot of snow at the entrance to stop people coming in camping or leaving and going on the highway. I don't know if you can hear that beeping in the background. So that is the snowplow now blocking me in. It was all cool. It's just that it's for, there's avalanches coming. And the avalanches are what's going to close the highway. They only close it for avalanches. He said that they were told they could have anything from 2 to 3 feet of snow tonight and tomorrow, but he thinks it's more likely 18 inches. Still an awful lot of snow coming down. So I'm going to be stuck here for a couple of days. But that was the plan anyway, because I was going to go off tenting. So I've got water, I've got loads of food, I've got full tank of gas. I can hear them. So let's go and see what they're doing. I'm going to get caked here, but we'll go and have a quick look and see how they're building this berm. All right, let's go check it out. Let's see what's happening out there. Let's put some ambient lighting on out there to have a look. See what's going on. Oh. So I think I'm going to be locked in for the night. Oh yeah, look at this. Wow, they're really going for it. Man, it's really come down. Yeah, I've got about 6 inches of extra snow here now. So let's go see what they're doing. Oh, there's a massive snowplow, a couple of trucks. They're going to build, oh, they've built the berm. I'm blocked in. Let's go and see their handiwork. This is cool though. Truck's in a great spot though, look at that. I'm going to be pushing my way out of here, downhill. Maybe I should drive closer to the road, so I don't have to plow my way through so much snow here. I don't know, we should be okay. But there's a good 6 inches of snow extra from when I came here already. Are these guys having a party? Oh my gosh. That thing is huge. What is it? Is it a snow blower? I don't know what it is. Wowza. It is. It's a snowblower. Oh my God. It is gigantic. I can't explain just how flipping huge it is. Let me turn this light off so you can probably see it better. Okay, so they've put like a 2-foot berm here. Oh, it's a grader. Yeah, that's all it is. It's a grader plow. Yep, and they're leaving me. Here they go. I'm all alone and blocked in. Look at this. They've literally locked me in. Holy moly. Interesting. Bye-bye. I don't think I'm going to be seeing any people now because they closed the road. Wow. I'm all alone now, that's for sure. Yep. Oh well. That's what we wanted. I got what I wanted. I think this is going to be a lot of snow for them to close the highway. But it's just avalanches. They don't close it because of road clearing. They're going to keep doing that all night. They don't let it build up. They work 24/7. It's just avalanches. That's the risk. All right. Do we have a cigar tonight? Or wait until the morning, see what the situation is? I don't know. I'm tempted not to have one now because it's really coming down. It's not enjoyable smoking a cigar in heavy snow like this. Yeah. It's definitely building up. I was wondering because my Starlink was having a bit of a problem connecting. So that is running permanently on heating now. Yeah, it has got deeper. That is going to build up a lot. So what do? Do I move forward, get in a straight line? I think I'll be okay. It's downhill. Anyway, they'll come and save me. If I get really stuck, they'll come and dig me out. I've left enough room for a plow to get in here. So, and he didn't have a problem at all with it. He was like, oh, no, you're okay here. If you get stuck, we'll come and help you out. Right, let's get back inside. The warmth. Home sweet home. Oh, okay. Oh, right, I've started the truck. Because I figured I'll give the batteries a boost. I'm at 85% now, but I just run them up, get them up to 100. I've got plenty of gas, and I just wanted to have everything ship-shape and running. Get the truck nice and hot, get the engine nice and hot, just so I don't have any problems. Because I'm going to be here now, obviously, a couple of days, so I want full batteries. There's not going to be any solar, so the solar panel won't do anything. So I reckon I'll run that for half an hour, just give them a boost. It's got, yeah, quite a bit deeper very quickly. I've moved the truck as well, so I'm facing directly down this road, towards the main road. So no turning required, anything. I just slap it into 4-wheel drive and inch my way use gravity, the weight of the truck and everything to claw my way forward if necessary. But I should be okay. This is a 35-inch wheels with a high lift. I should be able to plow my way through quite easily. My only concern would be the weight of the snow on the roof, but it will all just start falling off. And it's not going to cling to the sides because, well, it's heated. So everything is just melting off the sides of it. It's just the top that it won't, because the top's insulated. Nothing I can do about it. It's just gonna build up. I'm gonna end up with 1.5 feet of snow on the truck. So I'll be clearing it out. But I can't go anywhere tomorrow anyway because the road's gonna be closed. I can keep an eye on it and we'll see. Definitely not doing cigar. It is just coming down. Impossible to film that. And it wouldn't be much fun sitting out there having a cigar anyway. Getting coated, and you can't put the awning out. There's too much snow. So I'm just gonna chill. It's 9:15. I'm still uploading the first video. So I'm just gonna maybe watch a movie, relax, and see you at bedtime. Well, it's bedtime. All tucked in. In case you didn't see it on the first video, this is basically a rooftop tent that's been just bolted and welded onto the top of a cab space, and then they've added a proper bed and area and everything. So this thing that I'm lying on here actually pops up, and underneath this is the ceiling of the cab. It folds all the way up here, right up to the top. And there's also this shelf here, so you can be fully enclosed like that. Have all your bits and bobs here. There's a little bit of venting that comes through, not a huge amount. I like to have it open just to let as much air flow through as possible. But yeah, you could have that closed, I guess. You could, yeah. Don't know. Maybe I'll try it like this tonight and just see. Because air does come through here. Might be a bit quieter. Anyway, small talk. So yeah, you can see I'm right. That's the cab down there. That's my space. The computer is uploading. That's where I sit. That was upside down for you, I'm afraid. There you go. And then the back door I've got now covered with the thermal curtain. There's a lot of hot air coming up here now from the heater. It's nice. Got to get it in here. Stop the snow from forming on these walls. I can hear it out there. Snow. Should we have a peek out and see what it looks like? Let's have a look. I'm curious. Let's see what's going on out here. Let's turn the brightness up. Okay. This is it. Well, it's snowing. Clearly. Still snowing. So if this goes on all night, if it gets heavier, it will be interesting. You can see the track marks where this guy pulled up to come and have a chat with me. And then that's the road over there somewhere where they've blocked me in. But they had to. Apparently, stop me from attempting to drive home. Because I checked the report and there is actually an avalanche across the road now. So, couldn't get out anyway. It's completely blocked. So that must look interesting. So that's going to take them a day or so, I guess, to clear that. But they do it all the time. They're used to it. They keep this road open as often as they can. As long as they can. Right, everybody. Unless something major happens in the middle of the night, which I really hope it doesn't, because I just want to have a really good sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Night, everybody. Morning, everyone. Wow. 8 AM. I slept in. It sounds suspiciously like rain out there. Excuse me. It really does sound like rain. I think we need to get up and have a look. Oh, let's have a look out the window here. Oh, I had a good night's sleep. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with. Here's the thing. Oh, yeah, that's very wet. That must be rain. I thought it sounded a bit different. I wonder how long it's been raining. Yeah, that's rain. Oh, it's snow. It's a bit of both. It's what they call a wintry mix. It's definitely got rid of some of the snow that's on the truck. And I'd probably say some that's on the ground as well. Oh, that makes it a lot easier to move about. But I don't want rain. Oh, well, we'll see what happens. It's big fluffy flakes now. Put this back up. Because we've been hovering around, freezing for the last day. Oh, it's nice with that heating. It's nicer in bed. 8 o'clock and it's still pitch black out there. Right, I need to get up and have a coffee. Then we'll go have a look outside and assess the situation. I've been thinking all night about whether I do this tent camp or not. A lot depends on the weather. I'm not camping in the tent in the rain out there. I came here for snow, not rain. And if it is rain, then instead of sticking around here, if they've opened the road, which I checked a while ago, that's still closed. There's avalanches across the road. I think there's several. So, yeah, they haven't updated it yet. It's still, there's an avalanche blocking the road. Next update now. Okay, so let's get up and have a coffee and then we'll assess. Oh, right. I haven't looked outside. I don't know what it's doing. Let's get a coffee on urgently and then we'll embrace whatever's going on outside. I've got a feeling it's a really slushy snow that's happening. Beggars can't be choosers. I had a great night's sleep. It's pretty comfy, that bed. I've got to crack a window. It's still dark outside. It's now 5 minutes to 9. I've been doing computer stuff, edit stuff. Battery wise, we've got, wow, we're down to 58%. Now the reason we're down 58% is I've had the heating running all night, I've had my computer running all night, and the Starlink is on heat mode because of the snow buildup. So we'll definitely need to charge the batteries up. It depends. I mean, I'm not using Starlink that much after this, so we'll see. But yeah, 58%. Forecast 19 hours usage at the current rate. Actually, that's pretty good. Right, we need a coffee. I woke up a couple of times to check because I thought, what if it's really coming down heavy with snow and I'm completely stuck here? But then I kept remembering those guys would just come and get me because they said it was okay to stay here. Otherwise, they would have made me go with them back to the dock center. This hazelnut infused Arabica coffee is delicious, I have to say. I've got to get more of this. Oh, it's lovely. I think hazelnut's my favorite. Right, so the plan today, this is the plan. We'll assess the road situation and the weather. If it is rain, wintry mixed slush, and it's going to turn into more rain, then I'll abandon plans to do a tent camp. I didn't come here to camp in the rain, in a tent. I want to be in the cold, really cold. So if that's the case and the road is open, we'll head off and find somewhere else to do that tent camp where it's colder. No, it won't be snowing, but it'll be cold, and that's what I want. Cold and crisp. Lovely in the tent. Right, we'll have this coffee. Gosh, this boils quickly. Have this coffee before I venture outside to see what on earth is going on out there. I love this AeroPress thing. I know you meant to stir it. I don't think it makes that much difference. Right, I'll have my coffee and we'll go and find out what's going on outside. I really don't know. Right, suited and booted. Let's go and have a look. It's late now. It's 20 past 9 in the morning, so it should be light outside, but we'll see. All right, let's do this. Let me just give the camera a quick wipe. How's that? Okay, here we go. Let's see what we're dealing with here. It's definitely snowing. Whoa, okay. It's a very, very wet snow. It is not powdery at all. Very wet, heavy snow. We don't have much of a build-up. I think it did rain, actually, in the middle of the night. So we don't have a huge build-up of snow on the truck or anything. And this would be pretty easy to drive out of. I think what I might do is start the truck up. Just let's get it warmed up, get the batteries charging. There we go. Right. Let's go and check out the road. I've got a feeling they've added to the berm and made it even bigger. Oh, yeah, I'm really blocked in now. So yesterday, I could actually get out of here yesterday. Not now. Look at the truck. Very heavy, wet snow. But it's actually... Yeah. It's gross, sticky, wet snow. And you can see here, it's slushy ice underneath. But it is still snowing, still coming down. Now, they said today there could be a lot more. The guy I spoke to last night said up in the past they were expecting 3 feet. I don't think it's going to get to that at all. And then this is the end of the storm. This is the end of the snow. Whatever happens today, there's nothing left after this. It looks light on camera, I know, but it's barely daylight now. Oh, they really have built it up. Gosh. They've done a number on me. So the berm last night was only about a foot tall. I thought, oh, I could drive through that, no problem. Now look at it. What? Gosh, what's been running around here? Hey, these are big prints. Oh. Something's been having a field day here. These coyotes? These are quite big prints. And there's several. And they've crossed over here. It's like a pack. It's got to be coyotes, right? I don't know. Could be wolves. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. I'm definitely not getting out of here. Even if I wanted to. They have absolutely blocked me in. Now, they did say they were going to do this. And I said, yeah, cool, no problem. This is... It's almost up to my shoulder. There's no way I'm getting out of this thing. Crazy. So they've cleared the other side and they've just shoved it all up here. But they did say it's to stop people, to stop me from leaving, because they don't want me taking the risk. I couldn't get out even if I wanted to. So that's not happening. Wow. It's very quiet because it's closed. But look, they've plowed the road really well. So these avalanches are meant to be quite big. There's actually a little stream there. Well, the other thing I don't want to do is go tent camping and they come to talk to me and I'm not here. Like if they say, right, you got to go now, you got to come to the dot site with us. You can't stay here. That would be a problem. These animal tracks. Everywhere. Gosh. Wow, the temperature, it's really dropped. I tell you something. Temperature is really dropped now. I'm feeling it. It must have got warm overnight. But now, that's definitely below freezing. So I think I'm hunkering down here. Let me see what the temperature gauge says. I can't see temperature. Temperature's 35. Oh, it's not. Although the car's cut, the sensor in here is covered, so I don't know. That's saying 35, which is just above freezing. There is a lot of water dripping off the truck here. Oh well. Those wolf tracks didn't come up here, or coyote or whatever they were. They haven't been around here. Right, I'm freezing. Now, one thing I did notice last night was my door was leaking. There was dripping water coming in. I think it was getting in through a seal here or something. It was only a small drip, but it was enough to be annoying. Right, I need to get back in. And I'll keep an eye on the highway report, and then I'll decide if I'm going tent camping. If I do a tent camp, then maybe I just do it round the corner there. But we'll see. It's like, what's the point in this wet, horrible stuff? Oh, let's get in. Okay. Right. Right. I need some breakfast. I've got stuff hanging up, drying here in front of the heater. I've still got the engine running. It's not that long. But I just really want to give it a top up, the batteries. So for breakfast, what are we going to do? I'm pretty hungry actually, but I'm starving. I did buy some other oatmeal and things like that, but I want to try one of these heavy duty things. Let's see. I could do biscuits and sausage gravy. Is that breakfast? This peak fuel thing. I don't know. Is that really for breakfast? It's buttermilk biscuits, cooked sausage crumbles, and peppered country style gravy. I think you have it for breakfast. It's 1,100 calories. That'll definitely keep me going, and I am starving hungry. So what do? Sorry, glasses on. Why is the writing so tiny? Add 1 cup of boiling water to pouch, stir well, zip closed. Done. Okay, 1 cup of boiling water. Let's see what we're dealing with in here. Okay, it's a pouch thing. Wow! It doesn't smell of anything yet. Which means it's properly freeze-dried, I guess. There's a huge biscuit in here. Look at this, it's right on the top. Look at the size of that. That's massive. Okay, so we need a cup of boiling water. Definitely going to put enough water on to have a coffee, another coffee. So it's just non-stop out there. It's still coming down. It doesn't sound like rain. It sounds like snow. I think I'm in such a conundrum. Whether to snow camp, tent camp or not. I want it to be cold, not snowy and wet snow. So I think I'm going to skip that camp, skip the tent camp for today. I won't do it. And I'll finish up this camp. This is going to be a weird video. Driving out of here could be interesting. I'm sure I'll put that on the video. Right, let's do this. It's going to take 10 minutes, I think it said. And I'll bring you back for a taste test of the peak refuel biscuits and sausage and gravy. Oh, actually you can smell it. Okay, bring you back for that. Right, my breakfast is ready. Biscuits and sausage gravy, and I've made a coffee. The engine, so one of the cool features of this truck, this Toyota Tundra, is the engine has an option to shut off after 1 hour. So it's like a heating mode. It's a shame it's not remote controlled. But anyway, it shut off after 1 hour, no problem. So I don't have to go back out and turn the engine off. And 1 hour is a good time to charge the batteries. I'm now up to 65%. This smells good. Check it out. Biscuits and sausage gravy. I don't know if you can see that. This camera doesn't like focusing on things that aren't the face. Right, let's tuck in. I'm starving. Absolutely starving. Do you know the last time I think I had biscuits and gravy was in Vegas, and it was not very good at all. All right. Is it good that the biscuits are a bit crumbly? You know what? That actually hits the spot. Wow. Holy moly. That's really good. That's better than what I had at the Wynn Casino in Vegas. Not that you expect to get good food in Vegas. The meat, the sausage meat is seasoned just right. Okay, good job. I'm enjoying this. Right, so what we'll do, I really want to go and see the glacier. So it's now 10:30. After this and another coffee, which I've got here, we'll go and snowshoe over to the glacier. But I'm not going to camp over there overnight, because I don't want to leave the truck, because there's an update coming at 5 p.m. about the highway, and I've got a feeling they're going to come and talk to me about it or something. So, and I need to be here, and I need to make sure they clear the berm, and if they're going to snowplow in here, I need to be around maybe to move the truck. But it did say update at 5 p.m. Must be a big avalanche for them to have to take all day to clear it. And these guys, I mean, they work round the clock. So it must be massive. Right, I'm going to chow into this, and I'll bring you back for the glacier. Okay, big problem. It's obviously snowing a lot outside. The roof just wanted to come down. It just tried to sink. So I've got the bed up, and I've got it propped up with my tripod. I've got to get out there. I don't know what's going on out there. It must be heavy snow. I've got to try and get as much snow off of the roof as possible. I've no idea how I'm going to do this. I've got to climb up somehow up onto the top of the truck and start getting the snow off. I've got to do that now, so I'll see you out there. All right, let's see what the damage is out here. It must be the sheer weight of the wet snow combined with the wind. Must be causing a problem. What are we dealing with? It doesn't look that bad, but for some reason it wants to come down. Okay, I've got to work out a way to get on top of the truck and empty it, clear it. I haven't got a ladder. There's one footstep here, but that's no use. It's at the back and I need to get to the other side. It's very wet, heavy snow. I think that's the problem. It just weighs so much. I don't know how I'm going to get to this, but I'll give it a go. Wow, it's so heavy. The snow weighs a ton. I've got to work out a way to get up here to clear this out. I really need a ladder to get up onto this roof rack. Then I'd be able to clear it. Okay, I think if I just stand on the seat, I can get on the roof rack. Okay. It's hard to explain how heavy this snow is. Great success. Okay. Woo! Oh man, that was bad. Oh, holy moly. That got me worried. That could have happened last night while I was in bed. This snow is so heavy. All right. Oh man, that was brutal, but it's done. Looking good now. There's just a tiny bit still at the top there. I might be able to reach if I stand on this ladder thing. I don't know if it's worth trying. I think I've got it. Right, I might start the truck just to boost everything again so I can run the heating on high and then hopefully do more of a melt on this thing. Make sure it's pushed up as high as it will go. It did, so it came down on top of me, literally. I went to move the bed and the whole thing wanted to come down. I had to hold it with all my might, and then I had to wedge my tripod underneath. Crazy. Let's just see. what it looks like inside. Oh, my tripod's fallen down. That's good. That means that the whole thing's popped up properly. So there's my tripod. Yeah, that's all up now. So what I need to do is crank the heat, get it nice and hot in here so that we don't get any more snow settling up there. Unfortunately, the bed provides such amazing insulation that there's no way to heat the roof of the tent. That's the one thing it's lacking, is the ability to heat the roof and defrost the roof. I think that's something that it needs to have, some sort of heating element up there, because I can't explain just how heavy this snow is. It really is. I know I keep saying it, but it is brutally heavy. Look how quickly it's covered it. It's already covered it up. I need to get as much heat up there as possible. Try and heat that up. So what I'll do is, I'll pull the bed down for now. Ow, head. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is take my gear off of here, my camera gear. Oh, I'm a bit discombobulated now, sorry. But can you imagine, I'm sort of sitting here and I just went to pull this down a little bit and the whole flipping thing came down on top of my head. I was lucky I had the strength to hold it up. Whew. Okay, so put all that there. So what I'll do is I'll put that there, crank this heating on full. Let's put it up to 70. Bring this down like that. Okay, and then we'll let the heat waft up there. Aim the heater up. All right, so now I've got the vent aimed right up here. I'm gonna fill that whole void, get it piping hot up there. So I don't know where it's leaking, but this door is definitely leaking. I just can't work out where it's coming in. I think the seal, oh, it's here. That seal needs repairing. It's not gripping tightly from the inside. Okay, so let's see how long that takes to melt all that snow off. Shouldn't take long. It's the front that's my concern, the insulated bit. It's gonna have to be so hot for that to work. Yeah. All right, let's get the, let's start the truck up. I might just sit in here for a bit and just contemplate the errors of my ways. Oh gosh. Ah. Oh no, I've got snow in here from clambering on that passenger seat. But I had to do it, there was no other way to get up onto the roof. Let's start the engine. Oh, it's a good job I got so much fuel. Yuck. 35 it says outside, but I can't tell. It takes a while for this to start up and get the right temperature. Let's put it onto the windscreen. Full defrost. Holy moly. Let me just change this. Is that better? Night mode. Wow. The ice is already moving. Look at this. Let's see what happens. No. I've got to wait. Melt that off. I'm not going to try and use the wipers. Yeah, so let me rewind, because I rushed through that, I think. I was getting ready to come out and do the snowshoeing. And I thought, what I'll do is I'll lower the bed to let some heat up there, because it was getting a bit of condensation up there. As I did that, the whole roof tent went and started to come down. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And with all my might, I had to hold it and push it up, but it still wanted to come down now. That was it. It was too late. So I'm clambering. I'm holding it with one arm. So that's the weight of all of that. Holding with one arm, I'm reaching for my tripod and wedging my tripod under it, extending the legs, still holding it, and then I wedged it there and it held. And then I got you on camera and I ran out and did all that. I guess what I could have done is, so the snow is blowing in this way, so it is sticking to the front of the tent. I guess I could have turned it around so it's coming on the back of the tent, but that creates other problems. And it's really gusting now, like really howling out there. It's completely sideways. I don't know if the camera will pick this up, but we are rocking like crazy and it's coming straight at us. Wow, look at this. It's going nuts. Those trees in the background. It's the first time I've seen them gusting so much. This is the big bit of the storm they were talking about. This is what's causing the avalanches. We are well and truly trapped and wedged in here now. At least DOT know that I'm here. The Department of Transport. They know I'm here. It's not a problem. They will rescue me. Even if I wanted to get out, I couldn't. But I could call them and say, right, can you dig me out and I can go to the camp now. But I don't need to, I'm fine, I've got food and everything. But that settles it, 100% settles it. I'm not going tenting because I don't want to leave the truck. Also, my tent cannot take the weight of this kind of snow. It just can't. I'd get completely pancaked in. It's just so wet and heavy. Just no way. I don't even want to go snowshoeing now in this. Because I've got to be here in case that all happens again. Then again, I can't believe there'll be that much snow falling up there now, and I've got the heating on. It should melt that nicely, so we'll see. But I'm going to run out of daylight. It's 12 o'clock already. Right, I'm going to give it an hour. We'll see what happens in an hour, and then I'll make a decision whether I do a little bit of snowshoeing up to the glacier again, bring you along for the ride, but give me 1 hour to work things out and calm down a bit. I just need to relax. That was a calamity. It all happens. All right, so I'll bring you back in an hour. Sit rep. The storm's getting worse. It's really coming in. I just went out again just to check. And it's building up with this really wet snow again. So what I've done is I've gone in the back. I've cranked the heat. It's set to 80 degrees now. I need to get that roof tent so hot that there's just no way the snow can settle on the roof. It is settling though, tiny bit. I'll take you out in a minute to see what it's like out there, but it's foul. This wet, horrible snow, and we're rocking side to side. This is definitely the worst of it. This road is going to stay closed for at least another 24 hours, I'd have thought, if this carries on. I can't imagine how many avalanches there will be now. I'm so glad I didn't go off for a tent camp. It would have been absolutely stupid to go out in these conditions in a tent. anything could have happened. Right, what I'll do is I'm just gonna wait for as long as possible before I take you back out there again. Okay, let's go out and have a look at what's going on out here. Wind has just died down for a minute. What I'll do is I'll get my goggles and put those on, because oh, it's nice and hot in here. That's very nice. Okay, goggles. Check these. Goggles are necessary in a blizzard. There you go. Right, we've got to do a couple of house chores first. We've got to look at the roof, see how that is. Oh, wow, it's so much easier when you're wearing goggles. Okay, so roof is, you do it from this side because I'm going to get pancaked otherwise. Not so bad. That's better. But look, it's building up on the side here, so I'm going to have to knock all that off soon. Look at the hydraulics. See, it's caked from this side. I don't mind that, because if it was front facing, we'd have a lot more build up on top. So as it is, that's actually not bad. Let's go have a look at the highway. Whoa. I almost need snowshoes again, just to walk on this bit. It feels like it's dying down actually. It got really bad just then, for about 10 minutes ago. When I recorded that message, I think that was the absolute worst that it had been. Oh no, here it goes. Yeah, sorry. These are very difficult filming conditions. Thank God for goggles. Goggles make everything better, honestly. I would not want to do it without these. So all those wolf prints or coyote prints, they've all been covered now. I even had a bag packed, ready to go, a backpack for snowshoeing with supplies in it, just in case I got stuck somewhere. So this is the berm now. It's over 1 meter high. I wonder if I can walk on it or not, because it should have packed down. What I might do is just trample a trail through it. Did I say the weather had improved? It's just as bad as it was. Yeah, what I'll do is I'm just trampling a trail through this berm so I can get over it and see what state the road is in. I haven't seen a snowplow in ages. I don't know why that is, but nothing has been passed. I'm assuming they're all working on the avalanches. Right, I need to make some steps here. I know, amazing footage. Luke at Outdoor Boys would be proud of me, I'm sure. I get a lot of questions actually, or a lot of comments saying, am I going to go and see Luke? Meet up with Luke of Outdoor Boys? I don't know him. I don't even have a contact for him. He probably doesn't even know I exist. He's a top YouTuber. I'm a minnow. All right. Check it out, my little pathway. Oh, there I am parked right in the middle. Snowplow can get around either side of me if they had to. I'm hoping that melts on the roof. Right, let's go and have a look. It's pretty deep here. Wow, I really am stranded and cut off. No two ways about it. Look at this. There's not a single track on the road. Nothing. Not even a snowplow has been through here. Not since last night. Amazing. And this is the main highway. This is the highway that connects Valdez. Whoa. It connects Valdez all the way up to Glen Allen. So you can get to Fairbanks and Anchorage. And look at it, it's just deserted. It's just me. All the way over there all by my lonesome. Sorry again about the footage. Unreal. No clickbait, I really am cut off and stranded here. There's actually an emergency phone here, which is surprising. So I am on the Worthington Glacier Road on the Richardson Highway. Not sure if you can make that out. I don't want to walk down here and then get bogged. There you go. Richardson Highway, Worthington Glacier Road. And then, oh God, that's deep. And then there's a 911 box there. 911. Look at that. I wonder if that's in service. Probably is. This is mental. I'd love to see what those avalanches look like. But judging by the amount of wet snow I've had, it must be horrendous up there. Alright. It's kind of cool, my little steps here. That's the good thing about this wet snow though, is you can form steps and things like that very easily. You can make a pretty cool snow shelter in this with a shovel. I mean, that's something I could have done. But I can't leave the truck now because I've got to keep an eye on the roof. I could let the roof down, I guess, if I wanted to go out and adventure, but it just seems careless. It just seems an unnecessary risk to head out into this blizzard away from the safety of my truck and communication. There's no mobile signal here. All I've got is my Starlink. And I'm not carrying that with me with a battery bank. Okay, what I might do is clear that bit of snow off just so it doesn't get an opportunity to bind to it. So I've got to do the same thing again. I've got to get up on the roof because it's the only way to get to it. It's not a lot of snow, it really isn't, but I've got to keep on it though, because it just turns to ice. It gets really heavy, and I don't want this all freezing on me. So here we go again. Same thing. Great success! Again. Woo. I have to get down very carefully. I don't want to damage the vehicle. Oh. We got there in the end. Ah. All right, check it out, nice and clear, perfect. That took a load of weight off. I'm not so worried now. Those railings are a bit of a problem. They hold the snow on the roof rack, on the actual tent. It would be better without those on, but it is what it is. And a heated pad would be fantastic. Right, I think I've been out here long enough. I'm going to close everything up, turn the engine off, go back inside, and maybe get another coffee on. Oh, crazy. And still no traffic, still no snow plows, nothing. I don't know how long I'm going to be here for. Right, see you back inside. Oh, right. Stripped off a bit because it's so hot in here. And here comes the heater again. I've got to dry all my gear off. So I've just got this heater cranking. Well, look, I've cleared the roof, which is good. I'm just going to have some fruit, berries. Oh yeah, these are good. Well, that was all fun and games. I've calmed down quite a lot now. But that was pretty brutal. Through no fault of my own. So I've lowered this bed as much as I can without it falling down. I guess I could rest a tripod against it and lower it down even more, but I need just enough headroom here just to sit back. So the reason I've lowered it is to let the heat climb up and above it. What would be good is, so one issue I'm having is that the heat doesn't pass through the sides here because it pushes here. So I need to wedge something open to let the heat get here. Yeah, there's a few design flaws with this pop-up tent. But you know, I don't know. This wasn't really designed to be used in the middle of an Alaskan winter. They rent these things out mainly the rest of the year. And this is the only vehicle they have that they've certified to use in winter. So it can do it, it does do it, I've used it fine. But condensation can be a bit of a problem. So you are constantly wiping things and running the heater to dry stuff. Tell you what would be handy in here is a dehumidifier. That would be very handy. If there was a dehumidify function on this heater, that would be fantastic. Or a way to vent the moist air out. Anyway, it's what it is. It's meant really for spring, summer, autumn. So, all my plans are scuttled for this tent camp. That's fine. I'm going to hunker down. We've got another night here. So I'm just going to relax, do some more work, and bring you all back at dinner time. I want to have a nice dinner. Hopefully this storm will have passed by this evening and we can go out and have a cigar, wander over, maybe watch the snowplows doing their thing. And then tomorrow, hopefully I'll be able to move on up towards Fairbanks for the next leg of my journey. So I'll bring you all back later for dinner. And it's difficult to tell in here what's going on outside, but it is daylight outside. And it's currently 2 p.m. It's 33 Fahrenheit outside according to the gauge. 59 Fahrenheit down at the bottom here. It'll be much warmer than that up the top though. You know, a little battery fan, USB battery fan would be awesome in here. Just to swirl this air around up top. I might see if I can find one in Fairbanks on my way up there. All right, everyone, bring you back later. Okay, sit rep. You're not going to believe this. It's only half an hour later. And there's blue sky. Blue sky exists in Alaska. Blue sky! What? There's a little patch of it right above me. Look at that. Unbelievable. Literally 30 minutes ago, I was in a blizzard. Now I've got a melt going on. It's all clear. Oh, bliss. Blue sky. Look at that. The sun does shine in Alaska. Oh, wow. Cool. That's chilly. I can't believe it. I wonder how long this is going to last for. It did say the storm should be over today. Whoa! Did you hear that bang? It sounded like explosives. Are you picking that up? So, I guess they're triggering avalanches. Getting them out of the way. So they can work on them and then reopen the highway. That must be what that was. That was a big boom. Bada bing, bada boom. Right. Hey, if it stays like this, then we can have cigar time after dinner. And it could be beautiful. It'll still be dark, but crisp, crunchy. The melt will have stopped. Although I could do with the melt, actually, to be honest, because I needed to get all that snow off the top. Okay. Well, letting all my heat out. This is good news. This is really good news. beautiful. Look where I am now. Look. So the glacier is up there somewhere. But it's just lovely and peaceful now. No wind. Full view. You can really see that berm now where I'm locked in. Oh, sunshine somewhere. It's a shame I haven't actually got the sun on me. I don't know how long this is going to last, and it's getting cold, really cold. There's a breeze picking up again. Right, I'm going to go in, warm up again. You get cold so quickly out here. But I just wanted to come out and show you and have a look at myself as the the sun. Lovely. There are animal tracks everywhere here. I just don't know if they're wolves. I doubt there's any moose up here. Because what are they going to feed on? Right, back inside. Right, we're rocking around like crazy. Forget that lovely weather that I showed you earlier. The time now is 3:35, 3:30 in the afternoon. Let's go and see what's going on because we're really shifting now. The whole tent is under pressure from this side. So let's see what's going on. Make sure I've got my car keys with me. Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. It's still quite clear, look. Look at that. But the wind has picked up and it's blowing. It's blowing in that from that direction. It's hitting the side here. That's quite strong. I'm wondering if I should move the truck. It's sleeting as well. But there's no more snow on this. I think everything's going to ice up tonight. Everything's, oh, slippery. Yeah, everything's going to freeze solid. So all this water is just going to turn into a big chunk of ice. Whoa, this wind is strong. The tent seems okay. When I look at it out here, it seems fine. I don't want to aim it into the wind so much because I don't want it to collapse on me again. I looked it up, it's meant to be able to take 50-mile-an-hour winds. This isn't 50 miles an hour. The gusts we were getting were more like 25, 30 miles an hour. So I think we should be okay. I just needed to come out and see what was going on because we were moving around so much. Oh, when you come out of the wind, it's so much better. Okay, well, I really need this wind to stop. I need it to all calm down if I'm going to come out and have a cigar later. At some point, I really want to be able to open the door and cook on the table that's attached to the inside of the door. That would be nice. It is beautiful here. Okay. Wow, it's cold. It just feels colder with this wind chill. Right, I'm going to go in. Next time you see me, if nothing else happens, which I hope it doesn't. I keep saying that, but I really do hope it doesn't. It's dinner time. Welcome back, everybody, to dinner time. Right, for dinner, I've got a beautiful ribeye steak, aged 14 days, from Culinary Cuts. I don't know where it's from. It's from somewhere in the States. Cincinnati. Okay, lovely steak. I've got a slaw, a Southwest chopped kit. Gonna have that with the steak. Got my jalapeno mustard. I know that a lot of Americans can't have mustard on steak, but is what it is. Got my salt. And I think that's all we need. It's blowing out there a lot. We are rocking around a lot. The temperature now is 30 Fahrenheit. So what I'm going to need to do is, the wind is blowing from that way, so this is going to create quite a draft in here. So I figure I'll put a small opening here and a big opening at the other end. And it should, if all goes according to plan, blow any smoke and steam straight out the side. That's the plan. Okay, let's heat this pan up. It's going to really be stinky in here, but the good thing is I've got a lid. So we'll be able to cook that with the lid on. It's going to get very hot very quickly. Right. This is going to be good. Good old ribeye to the rescue when I'm feeling cold. Get a bit of protein. Let's chuck some salt in here. Salt the hell out of it. Good job there's no smoke detector in here, smoke alarm. In the past, definitely had that problem. Now, I haven't opened this up properly. Oh no. Hang on. That was silly. I did this before, opening these levers up. Come on. Gordon Ramsay would not be pleased with me. Get your stove ready first, Tony, you idiot. Oh, come on. You know, I still want to go and have a cigar after this. Because I want to have a wander down to the road again. Well, I don't know why, I find it therapeutic walking over onto the highway when there's no one around. Oh my God, come on. Ay, ay, ay. It's my fault because I didn't do it first. There we go. Okay. Should we start again? Yeah, let's do it again. Alright, at least it went into a hot pan. So I got that right. So that's going to take... I'm going to put it on low. That's going to take, I'd say, 15... I'll do 5-6 minutes each side. The smoke is blowing out. I'll give it a bit more. Oh, there we go. Now it definitely is. You can have a zesty. Cheers, everybody. I'll tell you what. You can be absolutely comfortable in this thing. When you think what this truck is capable of doing, where it will fit into compared to like a massive camper van, like a massive RV, or even that Sprinter van. If you think about what this can do, how comfortable it is to drive, and then you think of this space in here, it's actually pretty good. That Sprinter camper van, to be honest, I think I've got more room in here than I did in that thing. That was all taken up by the bed. There was a little bit of a kitchen area, but I've got just as much room here. One thing this is missing is a table. It would be so easy to build this cabinetry and have a table pop up and come out. I'm sure that they can offer those things. It's just this one doesn't have it in it for some reason. Don't know why. Okay, the Taylor Farms Southwest Chopped Kit. Now, funnily enough, we get this in New Zealand. My supermarket. I'm not going to add well, I'll add some. I'll add some of this stuff that's in it, in the packet. Like crouton things. And I'll add the rest of this one. Alright everyone, so I'm going to get on with this and I'll bring you back when we're ready to chow down our steak. Yum! Oh, happy days. Okay. I've let it sit for a few minutes. So my steak is good to go. Do not drop it, Tony. Oh, it's nicely crisped. Oh, now that's a camping meal. That is a superb camp meal. So we'll put a little bit of jalapeno mustard on the side. Oh yeah. Here we go everyone. Ribeye steak, southern chopped salad, coleslaw, and mustard, jalapeno mustard. In a truck camper in the middle of Alaskan winter. Hoorah! Alright, let's eat. Oh, I'm hungry. Oh yeah. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, I miss steak. Let's have it with the mustard, bit of salad, coleslaw. Mmm. Mmm. Yeah, that did it. Oh, wow. You've got to try it with the jalapeno mustard and this coleslaw. It's absolutely delicious. What a combo. Mmm. All right, everyone. I'm going to devour this. Bring it back for scar time. Mmm. Wow. Right, time to go have a cigar. Been sitting in here patiently. It's quite late now. It's 8 p.m. Well, I say late. Let's go and have a look outside. Oh. No creatures. No creatures. That's good. We don't want any visitors. Unless it's a moose. I don't mind a moose. No, okay. It's all good. Right, I want to walk over to the end of the road. Let's have a cigar here. I'm going to have to wedge you there, sorry. This is lovely. This is a My Father Series F. Or is it E? I think it's F. Okay, let's close up. All right, let's wander. Now I saw an update. Gosh, it's crispy and crunchy and freezing cold. How's the truck? Truck looks good. I'm glad I cleared all that off. It would have frozen to a big pile of ice otherwise. Wow, it's so crispy. I'm gonna have to walk in a different patch here because that's all ice now. So I saw an update. It said, oh, I can't do that. Hang on. Sorry. It's quite difficult, you know, doing this. Yeah, the update said major avalanches, everything's still closed. I don't know what the longest period of time is that the Richardson Highway has ever been closed. But I'm assuming this is right up there with them. Must be pretty major. Multiple avalanches. And the update was that there will be an update tomorrow lunchtime, 12 p.m. In the meantime, the road is closed. That's it. Period. No fresh tracks. Listen to this sound. Listen. Crunch. Right, what I want to see is, has anything been on the road? We'll be able to tell because there were no tracks earlier at all. So let's see if anything has been here. This cigar is absolutely beautiful. It's a Series SF. My Father. Lovely. Where's the highway? Here it is. Wow! What? Nothing! Still! Entire day. Not a single track. Since last night. How amazing is this? That must be so bad. Nothing. Gosh, I'm actually very, very surprised that they haven't even been through with their snowplows. So that huge boom that I heard over there, that must be an avalanche. There must be an avalanche blocking over there as well. Unbelievable. Well, how many of you would want to be here in this situation with no one around, middle of nowhere, wolves or coyotes or something circling, and there's just nothing, no one around at all? Oh, I can hear equipment. Listen. It's coming from quite a way off. Over that hill. So that must be where one of the avalanches is. So what I'm assuming is I am in between two avalanches. And that's why there's no tracks. No one has been on this highway. And let's not forget, this is the main highway serving this entire area, the Richardson Highway. I can't even imagine the queue of traffic at both ends that want to get through. It's going to be so busy suddenly. There'll be the noise of all this traffic. And there's me, stuck here. I'm assuming as soon as they start ploughing this road, someone's going to come and clear this berm out of the way. Otherwise, I'm in real trouble. I'll have to call Dot. Say, can you come and rescue me, please? Because I'm not driving over this. There's no way. I'm glad I made these little steps earlier. Makes it much easier. Yeah, I can really hear that them working on it now. All right, well, as I always say, it is what it is. There's been so much happening that I haven't really had a chance to talk about anything else. On my usual cigar time. I will say, Brandon has just left today, left New Zealand, going back to college, back to university in the States. And poor Anne is now alone with the puppies. But in a few weeks' time, we will meet up again. And both Anne and I are going to go and see Brandon for his 21st birthday. His birthday is a week before mine. Mine is on the 17th of February. Wow, you really can't see the truck. Look at that. It's completely hidden. It doesn't even have reflectors on it. Nothing. Is the camera even showing it there? What if I light it up more? There you go. No one would know I was here at all. So when you're looking for animals at night, you're just looking for the reflection of the eyes. And it is a completely clear sky. Not a cloud in the sky. Yeah, lovely. I wonder if there's any aurora and where you can see it. I saw it last year though, up at Denali. I'll double check if there is going to be aurora tonight. And if you can see it here. If you can, then I'll set the camera up. But I have plans anyway. In the next video, or next two videos, I'm going on a special trip. Staying at a special place up near Fairbanks. It's going to be amazing. Doing lots of things there. It's going to be so cool. You're going to love it. A real adventure. Right, I'm going to have my cigar. Because I didn't have one last night. And just enjoy this lovely, quiet crunching of the snow. It's a great rig. I love this thing. God, I wish I could have this in New Zealand. I would make some modifications, but not many. It is so good. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna walk up here as far as I can go without snowshoes. It's much easier on the crispy, crunchy snow than when it's powder. And I'll bring you all back at bedtime. Oh, hey, there's vehicles. Check it out. Can hear them working. So they're coming. I wonder if they're going to get rid of my berm and release me for tomorrow. Maybe they want to give me an update. That's one of those gigantic grader plows. Might be a snowblower as well. I guess we could go and record it and see what they say. Maybe I should put my vehicle lights on so they can see me. But they know I'm here, so that doesn't really matter. I could put my ambient lighting on. Yeah, let's do that. Although it sucks the battery. One thing I've noticed, the ambient red lighting, it really uses up a lot of battery. Yeah, it's a few watts, a few kilowatts, or amps. I wonder if they're coming all the way down here. Well, I'll wait and see, and I'll bring you back if they do, so we can see what's going on. Otherwise, I'll bring you back at bedtime. I did put them on, because they just look so cool. What's the point in having them if you never use them? He can probably see that from all the way over there. Just looks so nice. Look at that. Pretty epic. You're on night mode, so it might be quite bright. Looks lovely. And it doesn't mess with your night vision. Right, let's go and see what this guy says. Here he comes. He must see a lot of animals. Look at this guy. Wow, there's a lot of snow. He's clearing a lot of snow. These giant graders are amazing. Massive. Wow, and he just cuts through it so effortlessly. Very cool. Well, he's got a job to do. I'm going to leave him to do it. Oh. Oh, he stopped. Okay, what's he doing? Uh-oh. Oh, is he coming in here? Oh. Whoa! That's so cool. Man, those things are agile. Well, something tells me it's not the first time he's done this. What is he doing? There's no one else around, no one else coming. Oh, is he going to go all the way back now to his base? Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. Because he's created this huge pile in the middle of the road. I guess he's got to clear that all out the way now. Interesting. Maybe the snow blower comes and blows it all away. Wow, that's a cool job. I want that job. Well, now we know how they built the massive snow berm for me. That's a lot of snow. So he's got to go all the way back. I guess he carves one bit at a time. That's just from half of the highway. So now, see, it's just slushy ice. And this big pile here now runs all the way along the middle of the highway. So he's created 2 lanes. God, that thing's powerful. Amazing. He's messed up my beautiful, pristine road though. So it creates this groove. Like grippy groove in the ice. Very cool. I don't know why he just stopped here. I guess Worthington Glacier is the stop point. So I'm assuming they're going to be working all night. Okay, well, not much to say there. Right. Let me turn the camera light back on. There you go. Okay. Well, I'm going to finish this and then have a hot chocolate, and I'll see you at bedtime, where we'll probably say our goodbyes, because this is already too long a video, I think. I know a lot happened, but this is a long video. So we'll probably say our goodbyes tonight at bedtime, and then pick up at the next video, me trying to get out of here and head up north. So see you later. Oh, check it out. There's a massive snowblower. Wow. I thought they would be coming down here with a snowblower. If you've got a snowblower for your driveway, this is something else. This thing's like a train engine. And it just picks it up and throws it from... Well, it's got to be going out over 50 feet. That is amazing. What a piece of kit. I don't know if the camera is picking that up. That's pretty cool. So it's just carving right down the middle of the highway, chewing all of that snow up and then spraying it off the side. It's leaving nothing behind it. They got the coolest toys in Alaska. Holy moly. Epic. I hope he's not going to chuck that all over me. He's going to come back and reverse back into here as well, I think. Yep. He's doing the same thing. Here we go. Yeah, he's turned it on. What? That's insane from this angle. Holy moly. So cool. What a toy. What a toy. Oh. Probably shouldn't get so excited about machinery, but that was epic. Right, anyway, see you at bedtime. Right, well, it's bedtime. It's 10 o'clock. Yeah, so a couple of issues. The damp, the frost is definitely a problem on the sides and the end of the bed. Here it's frozen inside and wet. These walls are wet. The end is completely frozen inside. I don't know if you can make that out. What I might try and do is just flip this around and turn the light on. Hang on. Okay, so now you should be able to see it's soaked. And look at the end there. That's ice and wet. So your bedding is going to get soaked. There's nothing I can think of that you can do about it. It's a real problem in winter. I think you're going to need a waterproof sleeping bag. I think that's the best bet, not normal bedding. And you don't want to touch the sides, which is impossible with a big duvet like this. So the sides, yeah, the blanket is getting wet as well. Look, all the buttons are frozen. Can you make that out? That's ice. Ice, yeah, because there's no insulation. And look, it's wet. Yeah. It's a shame they didn't quilt the sides as well. But that's just glistening. Look at that, all ice. So no wonder my feet were getting cold. I've got big, thick wool socks on this time. So I think I'm going to have to come up with some sort of solution. I might have to switch to a sleeping bag, but my sleeping bag is negative 60. It's way too hot. I mean, I could, and it is waterproof. Wow, big bang. Ready? Wait for it, listen. Wow, avalanche cannon. So you hear it go bang, that's firing the round, the explosive up into the... Oh, and it's an avalanche, I can hear it echoing. Wow. So they're still working on all the slip material. They must assume more is going to come down. And the update's not until 12 o'clock tomorrow, so I hope the road's going to be open tomorrow because I wanted to head off. I've got to get up north. It's quite a way to go. Yeah, so bit of a problem. I'll work out a solution. Could do with a dehumidifier in here. But even that wouldn't really help that much against non-insulated walls. I had the same problem with the rooftop tent that I had as well. Single layer is always going to have this problem. You need double layer. Yeah. It's almost as if they need either insulation or another layer to add on top of this. Or for the outside and an inner, I don't know what. I mean, the top's quilted, so it doesn't get this problem and insulated. It's just the walls, which is a major problem if you end up sleeping against them. If there's two of you, you're definitely, one of you, well, you're both going to be up against the walls and you're going to be cold. And your feet are going to get freezing because it's, frozen down that end. I mean, I'm wearing wool socks. But mainly it's your bedding's going to get wet, which is a problem. All right, everybody. Well, we'll see. Well, thanks for coming on this one. It's been fun. Hopefully I'll get out tomorrow. I'll find out in the next video. I've got a lot planned. I didn't get to do my tent camp this time. There was just too much going on. But I will organise that and hopefully do that somewhere where it's really cold, crisp. I wouldn't mind going back up to that forest, the snow monsters that I did a wild camp in last time. That was nice. I'd like to snowshoe along there and set up a tent in there. That was a beautiful spot. Thanks again for coming on this one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the first video as well. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Thanks again to all of our YouTube members, our subscribers, likes, thanks, everyone who's bought merch. I've got my warm pajamas on now. And all of our Buy Me a Coffee members, thank you so much. And to all our Facebook and Instagram followers, ex-followers, all our social media accounts, thank you so much. I'm missing Bernie and Bolly, I know, but they'll be back soon. All right, everyone, thanks very much, and see you again soon after here if I get out, from Tony of AB Camping. Thanks again, everyone.